Hello and welcome to another session on Kanselor Business Innovation Masterclass. I remain your host, Emene Ifeanyi, the Wise Kanselor. Today we're going to be looking at how to attract and retain very good staff. Now, if you are like most employers in Nigeria, I know that one of your biggest headaches has been attracting and retaining the right staff. Recently we recruited somebody for one of our top clients, and just yesterday he called us that 2 weeks into the job, this excellent staff just tendered her resignation letter and was off. Now, a lot of employers are encountering that same kind of problem. In fact, it's the number one problem that 80 to 90% of employers are encountering. So the question you need to ask yourself is, are there no formulas, are there no strategies that I can use to ensure that the best hands that come into my organization stay in my organization for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years. I was discussing one of my mentors who also is my client a few days ago, and on the average, the least number of years that the staff in his organization have stayed is about 8 to 9 years. So I was looking at his organization and some other organization, I was asking myself, what are the key factors that help this organization retain staff for this number of years? In fact, those who had to leave were those the company themselves had to send away. Unlike other employers that were having serious challenges with retaining their staff, they don't have that problem. So I was looking at them and some other organization, I was asking myself, what are the key strategies that these guys are using to help them to retain their top staff? And is that what we'll be looking at today? So the first one, if you want to ensure that staff that come into your organization stay for long, is that you must have a very robust, well-designed recruitment plan. I shared with you in the last video on how to recruit that one of our clients that wanted to recruit about 4 or 5 pharmacists, that we had to send over 30, and from that he recruited only about 5. And from the 5 he recruited, what did we find out? Out of those ones that he rejected, that we sent to other people, that those people that we send them to, that within a few months these people were jumping away. So it means that there are certain factors that you must get in place in recruiting. So number one is if you want to ensure that the staffs that you bring in, that they stay for long, number one, you must have a well designed recruitment process. Which means you are not just asking the staff about do they understand the job. You are not just looking about do they qualify for the job. You also need to, there are some personality tests that you can go online and search for, that when you administer them, it will tell you if this person is highly mobile or not. You know, we won't spend so much time on this because we have treated it in a previous class, and I would recommend that you go and watch them. So the next point that will help you to attract and retain the best staff is number 2, your incentive system. So I have young children, and I normally give them 2 assignments. One is that they must do the dishes every afternoon. So the 4 of them share it amongst themselves. You do Monday, you do Tuesday, you do Wednesday. They don't like it so much. Now the other assignment I gave them is that every week you must read a motivational book or a business book. Now you ask yourself, which one do you think a child will prefer? To read a business book or to do the dishes? Funny enough, my children always will prefer to read the books. Now, my son is about 11, my daughter is about 9+, and my other daughter is about 6, and the other one is 4. My son and my daughter, they've read biographies of Napoleon, Hitler, Winston Churchill, Shakespeare, and about close to 15 biographies. They've read business books like The Greatest Salesman, Richest Man in Babylon, and some others. They've read Asian novels like this Chinua Achebe's book, Things Fall Apart, and a whole series. So you might ask yourself, why would children so young be reading all these business books? It's because I deliberately designed an incentive system into the reading of the book. And what was this thing? So I told them, for any book you finish and complete, for certain categories of books, if you finish them, you get 100 naira. For the next categories of books, like the business books, if you can finish a business book, you get 200 naira. For the other categories, for the autobiographies, if you finish them, you get 300 naira. Now, if you look at the books that they've been reading, you find out that they've read more of the biographies and more of the business books. So, in the same thing too with you. Don't just